Oh, well, I'm sorry, darling. You should have thought about that before, okay? Because you are absolutely not leaving the house with your brows looking like that, okay? An absolute mess and an absolute embarrassment. You should have come to me earlier, all right? Goodness me. Sit down. I'm going to do your brows quickly, all right? We're going to start by brushing through them with a spoolie, darling. This is just not acceptable, all right? Not acceptable. Okay, right, the other eyebrow. And I mean, I tell you what, darling, you definitely don't get your brows from me, okay? Definitely from your father. All right, okay. Goodness me. Right, well, darling, we're gonna do some tweezing now, okay? You do have quite a few rogue hairs, all right? That's just not acceptable, okay? So we're just gonna pluck those ones out. Like so, darling. You really cannot let... Oh, this one's a bit tricky here. Got it? You really cannot let your brows get like this, darling. It's not okay, alright? Goodness me. Okay, and then the other side. Darling, not acceptable. Alright. Okay. Okay, look at me. Now, darling, let's look at your face all together. Alright, well, you do have a little bit of a monobrow. And I mean, darling, we're not Frida Kahlo, okay? So we are just going to pop that one out. She can really pull that one off, darling, but it's not a good look on you, okay? Just being honest. Alrighty, okay, well, darling, why don't we quickly draw in your brows a little bit now, just because they are so hard to see, darling, and we really want to make them a little bit more visible, but in a good way, okay, not in the way you've done it now. Right, another eyebrow. It's all about selective brow hair placement, darling. Okay, alright, now that I've done that, darling, I think we're going to fill them in with a little bit more colour, okay? So I am just going to grab this lovely palette here, darling. Okay, we're going to take a nice little paintbrush. Now this is a bit of an unusual way of doing brows, darling, but I think it works absolutely beautifully. What is this? Goodness me. Darling, did you do the cleaning and the dusting when I asked you to? Because that's not appropriate. All right, okay. Darling, keep your head very straight, very still, okay? This is really a job of precision. Lovely. Okay. Darling, head still, please, okay? Try not to blink too much, as it does sort of move your brows around a little bit. Okay. Take a little bit more water. Other eyebrow. A little bit more pigment. Yes, and darling, I know people always say sisters, not twins, when they're referring to their eyebrows, but I really think that's, you know, it's quite a lazy sentiment, darling, all right? Because I think perfection, okay, is something that's really important to achieve on a daily basis, darling, all right? So we are going for twins, not sisters, all right? Okay. Lovely. It's really just giving you some gorgeous pigment there. Okay. All right. Lovely. Beautiful. Okay. Alright. Let's just wipe that brush off there. Now, darling, while I let those ones set, I might do just a little bit of lippy on you, I think, because you don't have any lippy on today, darling. And you know what I always say? A good bit of lippy fixes everything, okay? Right, okay, so what I'm going to do, darling, is I'm going to go in with a little lippy pencil first, okay? We're really just going to outline your lips nicely, a little bit of an overline. Alright, doing a little bit of shading. Alright, lovely, and then we are going to grab that beautiful, beautiful palette I was using before. And I think we're going to go for one of these nice red shades here. Maybe sort of, let's have a look with your skin tone. Darling, I think we do need to pop a little bit more fake tan on you. You're looking a little bit pale and pasty. Right, I reckon this one here, this rosy colour, alright? Very beautiful, very nice. So, let's grab a little brush there. Dip into the water. Grab some of that pigment. Alright, lovely. Okay, and darling, if you could just go like this with your lippies, pout them. Perfect. We're just going to go straight in with that pigment. Lovely. Lovely, beautiful red colour. Gorgeous. It's a bit like that dress that Linda wore to Marianne's wedding. Do you remember that one, darling? It was really, really beautiful. Very red, very, you know, pigmented, striking colour. That's sort of what we're going for. This shade. Darling, keep pouting your lips, please. It's good practice for when you get those lippy injections, darling, okay? Please, thank you. Lovely. I can't keep doing this, darling. You really have to be letting me know well in advance when you need my help with things. Okay. Alright, darling, go like this. Okay, beautiful. How are those brows looking? Alright, okay, lovely. Well, let's set those ones really quickly. I think just with a little bit of gel. Not too much, just a little bit, okay? Lovely, and the other brow, darling. Keep your head still, please. Alright. Lovely. Alright, well, darling, I think that's all we have time for this morning. I'd really, really appreciate it if you did come to me sooner, if you need your brows done or your lippies done. I know I sort of caught you as you were going out the door today, okay? But darling, I really shouldn't have to. That responsibility really shouldn't be mine, darling, okay? You really need to be coming to me and saying, Mum, can you please do my brows? We've got to start learning, all right? Okay. Now, darling, the nanny is going to drop you at school today because I do have to pop off to Hot Pilates with the girls. So I will see you this afternoon. I've popped some money, okay, in your lunchbox in case you want to buy something to eat. But, darling, please, please, please remember, okay, that you are only allowed to get the organic, gluten-free stuff, darling, okay? And I have talked to the lunch ladies. I have briefed them on this. So, darling, they're actually not going to sell you anything that's not sort of full of fibre and really, really good for you, darling, okay? So I'm just looking out for you. But yes, darling, I will see you this afternoon, and I do believe we have equestrian practice then. But yes, darling, I've got to run really quickly. Hot Pilates is calling. So I'll go and grab the nanny. She's taking you in the Tesla today, darling. I hope that's okay. I've got the BMW. But I will see you later this afternoon, darling. All right. Bye. I really could have done a better job on those brows if you'd given me the time, darling. Goodness gracious.